I think someone who would know a little bit about the subject. 800,000 people expected to flee high-priced states like New York and California. And why? Because of taxes. To New York Republican Congresswoman Claudia Tenney, your message was clear. Hike, and they shall take a hike. What's happening here?
Hey, look, the governor continued to raise taxes on millionaires last year without any relief to the middle-income taxpayers, because we know most of the people are leaving, almost 1 million or over 1 million since the governor took office in 2011, and most of those people are middle and lower-income taxpayers. Guess who gave them a lifeline? We did in the House of Representatives by passing the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act, by helping middle and lower-income taxpayers get a tax cut. So we're trying to stop the outflow, and let's be honest, New York has been losing population for decades, and we once had I think over 45 members of the Congress or House of Representatives. We're now down to 27, and it looks like in the next round we're going to lose yet another seat. That's historically low. We were once the Empire State, and now we're
well,
flooding.
I think in your particular case, we're referring to giving away or limiting the deduction that you get for state, local taxes, property tax, and others. It's a total $10,000 now. A lot of your constituents pay a lot more than that. The wealthy ones are the ones who would be most free to bolt, and they are. There are disputes as to how many are doing so, but is that even correctable? Because that's going to hit people dead on, straight on next year when they're filing their taxes. I don't think a lot of them see it or know it now.
Well, let's look exactly what the governor did. He yielded about $4 billion out of his maintaining the millionaire's tax on the state side, which is really what has driven everyone from New York State for years, long before we ever had the state and local tax deduction. But even long before Congressman, he was doing that. I'm talking about Andrew Cuomo. He was, these high taxes and just high sales tax and related taxes in New York and high tax states like California, they were very much part of the mainstream. Absolutely. Now, the governor took that $4 billion, and what did he do with it? He turned it into tax credits for his donors. He's turned it into these national commercials that are nothing more than veiled, campaign pledges and campaign commercials for his, hopes and his aspirations nationwide.
Bill de Blasio, the New York mayor, who wanted to have a surtax on those same millionaires. So what happens now? What's going to happen to states like yours?
Well, what happens is the governor needs to stop spending over $8 billion on our budget, which is about a $160 billion budget for people, 19 million and change New Yorkers. Florida has a state budget of $80 billion with more people than we have. So we have to stop spending.
Well, I know you're not responsible for everything going on in the federal government, but you guys, Republicans, dropped the ball on just budgets. I mean, anyone lecturing anyone on budgets, I mean, it's out of control.
Yeah, but let's be honest about that as well. I mean, look, New York State is the highest property tax burden and sales tax burden. 8 of the counties that I represent are in the top 36 based on value of the highest tax counties in the nation, not just locally.
Well, you guys are going to be running $1 trillion deficit.
Yeah, but let's look at it this way. We have got to rebuild our military. My son's an active duty Marine. We have important military installations. We had to do 2 steps forward and 1 step back.
There's no fiscal resolve anywhere, though. Wouldn't you conclude that?
I don't agree. I think actually we had fiscal resolve. Go look at our appropriations bills, all 12 that we passed on regular order.
I see $1 trillion added to the debt, and I don't see that changing. It might.
I don't agree with you, actually. I think we're going to get there. But here's another fact.
I hope you're right, because I don't see it now, Congresswoman. No offense. I wish we had more time, and I do want to explore this, but there is a lot of blame to go around on just excessive spending, and it is out of control right now. Not so stocks. Right now up, reversing in oil losses.